Have you ever thought about how many good years you have left after turning 70? It's a thought that can be a bit sobering. Some people, though, stay strong and healthy into their 80s or even 90s. This isn't just random. There's real science behind it. Researchers and doctors have studied people who live long, healthy lives and discovered patterns that repeat often. These patterns could make a big difference in whether you thrive in your 70s and beyond or struggle just to get through the day. Here's the good news. Most of these patterns are things you can improve. You're not stuck. With the right changes, you can add more good years to your life. In today's video, we'll go through 7 important signs that could predict how long you might live after 70. These aren't guesses or myths, but facts based on decades of research and health data from thousands of older adults. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what signs to look for, and most importantly, what you can start doing today to improve your chances of staying healthy, active, and independent for as long as possible. Getting older doesn't mean giving up. It means getting smarter about how you take care of yourself. It's about noticing the small signals your body gives before small problems turn into bigger ones. If you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, or if you care about someone who is, stick with me. You might be surprised by what really matters for living longer, and the simple changes you make today could change your future in ways you never expected. Let's dive in. Here are the 7 signs that could show how long you'll live after 70. Sign 1. Your ability to balance on one leg. It might surprise you, but your ability to stand on one leg is a strong predictor of how long you could live. It seems simple, right? But balance isn't just about staying upright. It shows how well your muscles, coordination, nervous system, and brain are working together. People who struggle with balance are more likely to have falls, serious injuries, or even cognitive decline as they get older. Let me give you an example. Imagine 2 73-year-old women, Carol and Nancy. Carol walks every morning, stretches daily, and takes yoga classes. When asked to stand on one leg, she confidently holds her balance for 10 seconds. Nancy, on the other hand, starts wobbling the moment she lifts her foot and has to grab onto something for support. It might seem like a small unsteadiness, but it's actually a warning sign from her body. Here's the truth. Once you lose your balance, you begin losing your independence. One bad fall can land you in the hospital or a nursing home, and for many older people, this marks the start of a rapid decline. But here's the good news. Balance is something you can improve with practice. It's not about luck or genes, it's about exercising. Simple things like standing on one leg while brushing your teeth, walking heel to toe, or trying beginner's Tai Chi can greatly improve your balance, strength, and confidence. Here's a challenge. Stand up, lift one foot 6 inches off the ground, and try to hold it for 10 seconds without holding on to anything. Can you do it, or do you feel yourself wobbling? Don't ignore it, because every time you practice balancing, you're taking steps toward protecting your future independence. And remember, being able to stand strong is about more than just your legs. It's about your future health. Stick with me because the next sign is hiding in your hand, and it's a powerful predictor of your health and longevity. Sign 2. Grip strength. When was the last time you thought about the strength of your handshake? It might seem like a small thing, but the strength of your grip could actually reveal a lot about your health and even how long you'll live. Research has shown that your grip strength is one of the best indicators of your overall health, especially after 70. And no, it's not about showing off or having a strong handshake. It's about your vitality. It's about what's happening deep inside your body, your muscles, your nerves, your heart, and your circulation, all working together to produce that simple squeeze. Let me tell you a quick story about 2 men, Robert and Walter. Both 78 years old, Robert has always stayed active. He lifts light weights a few times a week, helps with yard work, and still carries his own groceries. When he shakes you higher your hand, it's firm but steady. A clear sign that his muscles, joints, and circulation are still working like a well-oiled machine. Now, Walter, he started noticing small changes. A couple of years ago, opening a jar became a chore. Carrying a gallon of milk felt heavier than usual. At first, he laughed it off, saying, "Guess that's just what getting old feels like." But here's the reality. That weakening grip wasn't just about aging. It was his body waving a red flag. Because when your grip strength fades, it often means the rest of your body, your legs, your core, your heart is also losing strength. Studies show that a weak grip is linked to a higher risk of falls, slower recovery from illness, and even an increased risk of early death. Think about it. Your hands connect you to the world. You need them for everything. Cooking, cleaning, dressing, driving, holding your grandchild's hand. When your grip weakens, so does your independence. But here's the best part. You can rebuild your grip strength. It's never too late. And the exercises are simple. No fancy gym required. Start by squeezing a tennis ball or stress ball for a few minutes. Each day, try light. Dumbbells or even carrying your grocery bags with purpose. Wrist curls, farmer's walks, and even gentle resistance bands can make a world of difference. You'll be amazed how quickly your strength improves and how that simple change can protect you from bigger health problems down the road. And if you're wondering, how's my grip doing? Here's a quick test. Grab a bathroom scale, squeeze it with both hands as hard as you can, and see the number jump. Can you hit at least 35 to 40 pounds of pressure? If not, it might be time to start working on it, because your grip isn't just about opening a jar. It's about holding onto your independence, your confidence in your future. So the next time you reach out for a handshake or pick up something heavy, ask yourself, what is your grip really telling you? And stay with me, because the next sign might be the simplest, most overlooked clue of all. And it's something you do every single day without thinking your walking speed could be quietly predicting your future. Let's dive in. Sign to your walking speed. The silent clue predicting how long you'll live. Here's a question most people never ask themselves. How fast do you walk these days? I'm serious because, believe it or not, something as simple as your walking speed can quietly predict your future health and even how long you're likely to live. You see, walking isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's a full-body workout that involves your heart, lungs, muscles, joints, and even your brain all working together. That's why doctors and researchers call walking speed the sixth vital sign when it comes to aging. Let me tell you about two men, Joe Rome and Frank, both 75 years old. Joe still gets up every morning, laces up his sneakers, and takes a brisk walk around his neighborhood. His pace is steady, his posture is tall, and he crosses a street without a second thought. His body's telling a story of strength, good circulation, and mental sharpness. Frank, on the other hand, used to walk just as fast, but lately something's changed. He finds himself lagging behind, needing to stop and catch his breath. Crossing a busy street feels risky. He shuffles more than strides. While Frank blames it on just getting older, the truth is his slowing pace is a major red flag because here's what most people don't realize. A slower walking speed isn't just about sore knees or stiff joints. It's often a sign that your heart isn't pumping as strong. Your muscles are weakening, and your brain may even be struggling to keep up. Studies show that people who walk slower, especially after 70, have a much higher risk of health complications, falls, and even early mortality, and the difference is measurable. Researchers say that walking about 5 to 3 miles per hour is a healthy pace for most older adults. If you're dropping below 2 miles per hour, it could be time to pay attention. But here's the good news. You can improve your walking speed, and in doing so, you'll improve your health. Start small. Take short walks daily. Add light ankle weights or carry small dumbbells for a little extra resistance. Practice walking with purpose. Head up, shoulders back, steady strides. If it's safe, try timing yourself. Can you cover a quarter mile in under 8 minutes? That's a solid target. The more you walk, the stronger you stay. You build muscle, you boost your heart health, you clear your mind, and every step you take is one more step toward maintaining your independence. Because here's the bottom line. People who keep moving, keep living. It really is that simple. So next time you're out running errands or just heading to the mailbox, pay attention to your pace. Are you moving with confidence, or are you slowing down without even realizing it? Your body is talking to you, and your walking speed might just be the simplest way to check in on your longevity. Stick with me because the next sign happens when the world goes quiet. And it could be the reason you're feeling drained, foggy, or even sick. Your sleep patterns reveal more than you think. Let's dive into it next. Thine Whipple, your sleep patterns, the hidden key to living longer. Let me ask you something personal. How well did you sleep last night? Did you wake up feeling refreshed, or did you toss and turn staring at the ceiling, wishing the night would just end? Most people don't realize this, but your sleep, especially after 70, is one of the clearest windows into your future health and longevity. Good sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's the time when your body gets to work, repairing tissues, fighting off disease, and even clearing waste from your brain. That can lead to memory loss later in life. In fact, researchers have found that older adults who consistently sleep well live longer, healthier lives. Their hearts are stronger, their minds stay sharp, and their immune systems are better prepared to fight off illnesses. Now meet Sam and Graham, both in their mid-70s. Sam has a simple routine. He heads to bed around 10 o'clock p.m., gets about 7 hours of solid sleep, and wakes up ready to tackle the day. He's sharp, focused, and full of energy. Sam's sleep is protecting his heart, his memory, and his mood. But Graham, his nights are a different story. He wakes up 3 or 4 times a night, sometimes can't fall back asleep, and drags himself out of bed feeling exhausted. Lately, he's noticed his blood pressure creeping up. He's more forgetful, struggles with focus, and even simple tasks feel harder. What Graham doesn't realize is that poor sleep is quietly wearing him down from the inside out. Studies show that chronic insomnia and restless nights in older adults lead to higher risks of heart disease, memory loss, weakened immune function, and even earlier mortality. And here's the scary part. Most people don't connect their daytime health problems to what's happening during the night. They blame aging medication or stress, but their body is crying out for better sleep. But there's good news. You can improve your sleep starting tonight. Stick to a bedtime routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Even on weekends. Limit screen time. Turn off the TV, phones, and tablets at least an hour before bed. Get natural sunlight in the morning. This resets your body's clock and improves sleep quality. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol late in the day. They wreak havoc on your sleep cycles. And if you suspect something deeper, like sleep apnea or restless leg syndrome, talk to your doctor. These are real medical conditions, and getting help could change your life. Here's something else to think about. If you're waking up tired every morning, that's your body waving a big red flag. You're not just tired, you're missing out on the healing power of sleep. Because at the end of the day, sleep isn't a luxury. It's your body's most powerful tool for staying healthy, strong, and independent. So tonight, when you lay your head down, ask yourself, are you giving your body the rest it deserves? Stick around, because the next sign we're diving into is something most people overlook until it's too late. Your appetite or sudden changes in it could quietly predict how long you'll live. Let's talk about that next sign. What is your appetite and eating habits? What your body is telling you about your future? Here's a question that might surprise you. Have you noticed any changes in your appetite lately? Maybe you're skipping meals, pushing your plate away sooner, or just not feeling as hungry as you used to. If so, you're not alone, but it's something you should never ignore. Your appetite is one of the most powerful signs of your overall health, especially after 70. In fact, studies show that changes in eating habits, sudden weight loss, or loss of interest in food are often early warning signs that your body is struggling beneath the surface. Let me introduce you to Margaret and Susan, both 74 years old. Margaret still loves cooking. She looks forward to her meals, fills her plate with colorful vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. She enjoys every bite, and it shows. Her energy stays steady throughout the day, and she maintains a healthy weight. Now Susan, she's noticed a change. Food just doesn't taste the same anymore. She skips breakfast. Lunch is often a quick snack. Some days she forgets to eat altogether. Over the past year, she's lost 15 pounds without even trying. At first, she thought maybe it's just part of getting older. But what Susan doesn't realize is that her shrinking appetite is actually her body sounding the alarm. Because here's the truth. Losing interest in food isn't just a small change. It's a big deal. It can signal everything from digestive issues and hormonal changes to muscle loss, weakened immunity, and even early signs of cognitive decline. And when you're not eating enough, especially protein and nutrient-rich foods, your body starts breaking down muscle that leads to frailty, weakness, and a much higher risk of falls, illness, and even early death. Think about it. Your body needs fuel to keep your heart pumping, your brain sharp, and your muscles strong. Without it, you're slowly running on empty. The good news, you can turn this around starting today. Focus on nutrient-dense meals. Think grilled chickens, salmon, eggs, leafy greens, sweet potatoes, avocados, and nuts. Add small healthy snacks throughout the day if big meals feel overwhelming. Don't forget about hydration. Sometimes thirst is mistaken for lack of appetite. Spice things up literally as we age. Our taste buds change. Use herbs, spices, and flavors to make food enjoyable again. And here's a simple check. Have you lost more than 1% of your body weight over the last 6 months without trying? If so, that's a red flag worth talking to your doctor about, because eating well isn't just about staying full. It's about staying strong. energized and independent. And let me remind you, food is your body's medicine. At this stage of life, every bite you take is either helping you fight disease or pushing you closer to it. So the next time you sit down at the table, ask yourself, are you fueling your body for the years ahead? Or are you letting your health quietly slip away? Stick with me, because next we're tackling something. Every single one of us deals with stress, and how you handle it could determine just how many healthy years you've got left. Let's keep going. Sign while your ability to handle stress, the silent factor that can shorten your life. Now, let me ask you something most people don't talk about. How well do you really handle stress these days? Do you find yourself worrying about things you can't control, lying awake at night, replaying conversations, or stressing over health, finances, or family? If so, you're not alone. Life doesn't get easier with age. Sometimes it gets heavier, but here's what you need to know. How you handle that stress right now could determine how long and how well you live. You see, stress isn't just a mental thing. It's physical. When your body senses stress, it floods your system with hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. That's fine in short bursts, like when you slam on the brakes or handle an emergency. But when stress becomes a daily visitor, it starts breaking you down from the inside out. Meet John and Richard, both 76 years old. John has his fair share of worries, medical bills, family drama, the aches and pains that come with aging. But John's learned how to manage it. He takes daily walks, practices deep breathing, and makes time to laugh with friends. He knows what he can control and what he can't. Now Richard, he handles stress the other way. He holds on to it. He stews over problems, replays arguments in his head, and constantly fears the worst. That constant state of worry is quietly damaging his body, because here's the truth. Chronic stress triggers inflammation, weakens your immune system, raises your blood pressure, and increases your risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and even memory loss. It literally speeds up the aging process. And worst of all, you might not even notice it happening. You just feel tired, drained, irritable. You brush it off as getting older. But in reality, stress is slowly stealing your strength, your joy, and your health. The good news is it's never too late to learn how to manage stress better. And no, I'm not talking about ignoring your problems. I'm talking about building healthy ways to handle them, so stress doesn't control you. Breathe deeply. Try 5 slow, deep breaths right now and feel the difference in your body. Move your body. Even a short walk or light stretching can lower stress levels instantly. Stay connected, talk to a friend, join a group, or spend time with a family. Practice gratitude. Writing down 3 things you're thankful for. Each day rewires your brain to focus on the positive. And when life feels overwhelming, ask yourself this simple question: is this worth my peace? Because the answer, more often than not, is no. Remember, it's not the stress itself, it's how long you carry it that matters. And every time you choose to release it, you're protecting your heart, your mind, and your future. So, what kind of person are you becoming? The one who lets stress rule their life, or the one who faces challenges head-on and moves forward? Stick with me, because the final sign is one of the most powerful predictors of all your social connections. Who you spend time with could be adding years to your life or quietly taking them away. You don't want to miss this. Let's talk about it next sign. What about your social connections? The people in your life could be the key to living longer. Here's a question most people don't stop to ask. Who's really in your corner these days? Who do you call when something good happens or when life gets tough? Believe it or not, the strength of your social connections may be one of the most powerful predictors of how long and how well you'll live. Researchers have found that people over 70 who maintain strong relationships, whether it's family, friends, or community, live longer, healthier, and happier lives. Staying connected protects your heart, sharpens your mind, and keeps your spirits strong. In fact, studies show that loneliness is as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Shocking, isn't it? Let me share the story of Eleanor and Barbara, both 78 years old. Eleanor starts every morning with a phone call to her sister. She meets friends for coffee twice a week, volunteers at the local library, and attends Sunday church services. She laughs often, shares her thoughts, and feels truly connected to the world around her. Now Barbara. Over the years, she's pulled back. Friends have moved away or passed on family visits less often. Days go by with little more than the television for company. And slowly she started to feel it. The heavy weight of loneliness, her energy dips, her mood darkens. And sometimes it's hard to find a reason to even get out of bed. And here's what the science says. It's not just in your head. Loneliness increases your risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even dementia. Why? Because we're wired for connection. When we stop engaging with others, our brain and body start to shut down. But the good news, it's never too late to reconnect, and the smallest steps can make the biggest difference. Pick up the phone, call an old friend or a family member, join a local group, a book club, walking group, church, or community center volunteer. Helping others not only strengthens your community, but also gives you a sense of purpose. Share a meal, invite someone over, or meet up for coffee. Breaking bread together is one of the oldest forms of connection, and if you're thinking, I'm too old to make new friends, think again. Some of the deepest friendships are formed later in life when you finally have the time and wisdom to truly appreciate them. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how many people you know, it's about having people. You can count on the kind of people who check in, who listen, who remind you that you matter, and that's what keeps you going mentally, emotionally, physically. So ask yourself, are you nurturing your relationships? Or have you started to let them fade without even realizing it? Because the truth is, the connections you build and protect today will help carry you through the years ahead. They're your safety net, your cheerleaders, and your reason to get up every morning. And there you have it. 7 powerful signs that predict how long you'll live through 70. But the best part, every single one of these is in your control, your balance, your strength, your walking speed, your sleep, your appetite, your ability to manage stress, and your social connections. They're not just reflections of your health. They're opportunities. Opportunities to take action, to fight for your independence, and to live not just longer, but better. So which sign hit home for you? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about, because it's never too late to start living your best years starting right now. Now, as we come to the end of this journey together, I want you to take a quiet moment and really think about what you've heard today. What did these 7 signs reveal to you? Did any of them hit a little too close to home? Maybe you've noticed yourself slowing down or struggling to sleep through the night. Maybe you felt that creeping sense of loneliness you never thought would find you. Or maybe, just maybe, you've realized that there's still so much you can do to take back control of your future, and that's the most important message I want you to remember. These signs are not your destiny. They're not carved in stone. They're your body's way of whispering, hey. It's not too late, because no matter where you are right now, whether you're feeling strong or struggling, you have the power to change the story of your life. You change it every time you choose to move your body instead of sitting still. Every time you choose a meal that nourishes you instead of just filling you every night, you fight for good sleep. Every moment you breathe deeply instead of letting stress consume you. And most of all, every time you reach out to someone you love and remind yourself that you're not alone. The goal was never just to live longer. The real goal is to live well, to wake up each morning feeling strong, clear, connected, and ready to live another day full of meaning, no matter your age. So today I challenge you. Choose to fight for the life you deserve. Not just years on a calendar, but years filled with health, laughter, and love. You've made it this far. Don't stop, now. Before you go, I'd love for you to share with me which of these signs spoke to you the most. What change are you ready to make today? Drop a comment below. I wrote every single one, and if this video inspired you, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss another guide like this. Because you deserve to know everything that can help you live the best years of your life. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, it's never too late to live the life you still dream about. I'll see you in the next video.